After the grim year of 1965, Sodor was in quite a bad reputation among British Wales. It didn't help that the northwestern region had lost several hard-working and friendly engines. In honor of them, a big ceremony was held for every death from that year. Not just for the deceased engines only, however. Unfortunately, their passing left spots open on the railway, so some new additions came to take over their work. Shortly after, however, the railway suffered quite a few delays because of derailments caused by very little maintenance that occurred since Mickey's passing, as well as a big downgrade of ballast deliveries by the SKR. Luckily, one of the engines knew of a great place for ballast deliveries, and after some searching, they made many discoveries. The discovery of the ballast mine led to a new miniature line to be built and its first engines to arrive. That is followed by a few visiting engines, from which one of them just happened to look like one of us, which led to quite some confusion and tweaks. But not all of them. Some would be really useful, while others were familiar faces in the region. Then would come a very sad and adventurous time, as steam was now completely banned from British Rail, which would be very sad for some of us. The banning of steam in British Rail, however, led to some escapes to occur in the country. The escaping engines were kept on loan for the time being. That event is followed by a story about an old coach I told to some of my colleagues. Unfortunately, another story by Brian, which nobody of the current roster except him knew of, led to some unwanted nightmares for some of us. This was soon after followed by a numeration across the railway's engines. The SKR would then gain another engine, which was quite unique, I must say. After an unfortunate, quite drastic accident, one of Sodor's lines went under an electrification project. That would lead to the engines that ran the line prior to it being relocated to other parts of the railway. Then, another major event happened on the island. An engine we thought was one of our old colleagues came to Sodor. Unfortunately, it wasn't the engine we thought it would be. It was his brother instead, who just wanted to visit his brother. After he found out about him being deceased for a few years already, he planned out revenge, since he thought the railway was at fault. He did a lot of things, from just delays and confusions to an eventual disaster, which would bring one of us in the crosshairs. When he was eventually stopped, Sodor will go over a big restoration, having a new big station being built as well as two long abandoned lines being restored alongside. One of them was turned into a branch line as well as a tramway, for which a new engine arrived. And after some hard work, everything was reopened, and Sodor would once again get back to normal life. But wrapping up the season, some of us decided to change their life via a retirement. And so those are the main things that happened these years, with many more little details being told in the full big video coming soon. And so those are our ideas for season 6 of the Stories of Sodor.